And the major problem that Nigeria is having is that as a country, we do not have a national response strategy to climate change. For quite a while now, we have been at, trying to get a national climate change commission, to see to the governance of climate change, to our national response, state level and every other level on climate change. It hasn't happened. We have other countries like Kenya and some other countries that started this move after Nigeria, and now they have a policy, and the world is taking them serious. A lot of resources in terms of assistance for adaptation and also alternative, mitigation plans are going there. Nigeria cannot be a recipient of most of these things because we don't have a strategy. Nobody just wants to push money out, just like last year when we had the flooding and the president came up with 17 billion. Up to today, some communities are still saying, so what happened to our state's share of the money? You don't throw money at problems. Sometimes back during President Obasanjo, when we had the incidents of cultism everywhere, then he came up with money to federal universities and state universities and said, go and get rid of the cultists. And now the same thing is still happening. So we have this attitude of throwing money at problems as if that will resolve it. It was generous of the president to have come up with 17 billion, but perhaps a 10 billion that is channeled through a system that is well defined, a policy that knows where we should be, what we should be doing, would have more impact, because 17 billion naira and the total loss estimate for Nigeria from that flooding is about $16.9 billion according to NEMA. So how do we start from? What's important is that we need to have a national response strategy to climate change. Climate change is not an environment problem only. It's an economic problem. Nigeria's economy is climate dependent. Climate change is an health problem. It's cross-cutting. So we need an institution, perhaps residing with the presidency, that can have an oversight, that can help us have a good overview of all these things and coordinate. Okay. What we're having presently is just nothing.